Hello again, I'm back with more business. Now, Ghana Civil Aviation Authority is once again cautioning the public against purchasing airline tickets from Global Ghana Airlines, stating they have no license to operate. Global Ghana Airlines has for the second time published the sale of tickets to passengers for flights from Accra to Chicago in the U.S. But in a statement to Joy Business, Director General of the authority, Simon Aloti, strongly emphasized that the regulator has not granted license to any such airline. Director for Economic Regulation and Business Development for the Ghana Civil Aviation Authority, Reverend Stephen Wilfred Arthur, has been speaking to Joy Business.
Still stand by our earlier caution that they ought not to conduct any business with Global Ghana Airlines so far as they are alleged flight service by way of air charter service between Chicago and the city of Accra is concerned, because we do not know of any. Neither has the authorities from the U.S. informed the Ghanaian counterparts, that is the Ghana Civil Aviation Authority, that such an airline seeks to conduct whether charter or scheduled operations. And our team of inspectors will also be required to undertake certain safety inspections amidst other checks. So there is a long way, if ever they intend doing business the right way. But for now, we consider their intended operations as unlawful, and it is in bad taste. The first time it appeared as if they were operating from our end and thereby claiming to be a Ghanaian entity duly licensed to do such flight operations. But this time around, they are claiming rather to be US registered and commencing their charter operations from Chicago to Accra. So we intend also collaborating with the Federal Aviation Administration under the Department of Transportation to really make sure that whatever sanctions that is applicable for such wrongful acts, they also do the needful from their end. So it is a matter of collaborating and also duly alerting them, because we thought that they would come back after doing the right thing by way of going through the proper channels and acquiring all the necessary certification or requirements prior to even announcing any marketing or selling of air tickets, be it air charter or even scheduled operations.
Okay. Now, government has failed to secure the entire amount targeted in its historic 20-year bond sale, which was to secure about 450 million cedis based on the issuance calendar from June to August. Sources, however, indicates the government got 162 million cedis from investors. Let's hear from investment analyst Michael Kobler. He's been explaining government's inability to secure the targeted amount.
First thing I'll talk about is timing. Timing of the bond. It depends on what other competing bonds are available at the time the government did the placement. Investors have choices. So investors will typically look at a country as a portfolio and decide that they would tilt towards this country or that country. Now, if you place a bond and at the same time the other competing bonds in the market, investors make a choice as to where they want to put their money. The second point is that investors like security, and they don't, investors, we always say that money is fungible, and money does not like noise. You'd agree with me that in recent times, there has been too much turbulence in our marketplace, the cleanup of the banking sector, issues about corruption, issues about perceived corruption, issues about all kinds of deals that have been, people that are not happy about. And this sends very wrong signals to the market. So if you place a 20-year debt, what you are basically telling investors is that they should take a 20-year horizon on the country. They must take a risk on the country for 20 years. They have to assess it and make sure that, are they comfortable? Based on all the happenings in the country, is it safe to put their money here for 20 years? And that is why sometimes when we are making utterances in the country as politicians, we have to be very guarded with what we say, because the world has become so small. It's a small global village, such that if you continue putting negative feedback about your country, it affects the outturn of such placements.
Time now for an update of our trading activities on the commodity markets. Well, that's all we have for you by way of business tonight. Many thanks for your company. My name is Emmanuel Abuaji. We have more business news. Log on to myjoyonline.com/business.